Alrighty, everything looks good. We're slightly early according to the clock, but you know what? Probably better to be slightly early anyway. Especially given I don't know how long I'll be able to go for, but you know what? We'll find out. It'll be fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Last time we jumped into Fallout, it was mostly a matter of just trying to figure out our way in the world, trying to get a sense for it. And you may recall, if you saw the prior stream, that hang on a minute, this doesn't look like the place that we were at before, where I had, if I just open the game up real quick, let me unmute the desktop audio. If I just go over to, whoops, I think if I go to pip, no, I don't know. Okay, I know the map is in here somewhere. If I go looking it up. Maybe is an auto map? So here's the map. Maybe it's... Shows you how much I've been paying attention, right? Well, either way. Whatever the case may be, important thing, you will recall that we went more to the southeast, well, southwest, from when we last jumped in, and the reason why we are back in Shady Sands is because after the stream was over, I was curious about something, and decided to see, okay, is there anything that I can do in order to amend what we had encountered last time, where, oh, we need to find a rope. Okay, where is rope? I probably shouldn't have looked up where to find it, but the short version is, I should probably be bartering and just conversing with pretty much everyone possible, as given the circumstances, that seems to be what they are expecting of me. Reason being is that I was able to find rope here. By going and talking to this guy over here and bartering with him, he had rope. So I wanted to show that off, and I also wanted to show off a little bit here. So rest until morning. If you talk to these people, or maybe it's this guy. I was able to hand off some of the rat scorpion, and as a result, I now have an antidote, and, well, as a result of that, I was able to get, I believe, some kind of antidote. Yep, here we are. So now I have that to draw from in my inventory. Also, so, let's go ahead. Now that we have that, we're going to go explore Vault 15 instead. Wow, that was instant. Damn. Nice. So that's the plan. Now that we have what we need to explore through Vault 15, we're going to explore through Vault 15. Elevator shaft is not easily descended without a rope. Whoops. There we go. Whoops. Alright, so let's see. So how do I use the rope now that I have it? That's not it. Repair, maybe? Well, I'm not in combat. Cannot repair that. Perhaps if I... Okay, so what am I supposed to do now that I have the rope? Oh, and I also ran into some merchants along the way and got some fruit for my troubles. That does nothing. Now, can you not stand there? Okay, cool. So now that that's sorted, I guess we can put these back. Alright, so now we can descend below, right? It's the elevator shaft, yeah. Can I go down the elevator shaft? Are you going to let me go down the elevator shaft? There we go. Okay, we are now below. Oh, and we're in combat with a rat. As is tradition. There's a lot of stuff through here, apparently. For you. Alright. Oh, hello. A pig. Well, nothing for it but to start slashing, I suppose. A pig might actually be a bit more threatening. Is it worth getting a gun out and shooting you, perhaps? Eh, probably not. Not yet, anyway. There we go. Oh, you're going after more? Yes. Cool. So real quick. Alright, nothing useful to be found on the pig, huh? Also, I'm pretty sure there is a quick save button. Let me remind myself real quick. Let's see. What was the quick save button again? Yeah? What, have I been doing too many pings and stressing out your AI, Brave Search? Fallout 1 quick save, please. F6. Okay, cool. And I don't have anything currently bound to it, so... Oh, okay. So it's just... Okay, so it's just bringing that up more quickly so I don't have to run that. Got it. Okay, cool. Alright, well, this was a fairly old... Well, this is a fairly old game, so I suppose I should not be surprised by that. All of my nights, I'm chasing rats. Ah, and now we have a pig. Alright, I have to step forward a couple times, so... That's all I can get off, but that's okay. We've got you coming up, so that should be no trouble, hopefully. Taunting the pig as it fails to strike you, huh? Eh, no matter. Did that knock it back a little bit? Apparently. Monitors are broken and cannot function. Wretched condition. Oh! Another pig. And it actually got a hit on me. Darn. Okay. And with my movement, we'll make sure that you don't have to move as far. Alright, you managed to take it out. Nice. Alright, so before anything else, let's do some first aid on ourselves. Alright, so we're at 28 to 36. I'm going to do a steal action on our party member to make sure I know how he's doing. Whoops. Okay, so it has to be the X that he's on, perhaps? Or was that just because he moved? Stop moving. I'm not able to see his health. Darn. So be it. Oh! There's the quick save. Okay, so that first quick save was so that it could denote a particular save to draw from. Okay, useful. This chair is ruined. On a broken display screen. Is there anything in here that's not broken at this point? More rats. We're the rats. Alright, I don't think there's any more. Oh, there's still more hostiles. Alright. You want to step up and deal with them? Or at least start dealing with them. So who's the hostile here? No, seriously, who's considered the hostile? Ah, there's one. Set for stun. Ning. Okay, at least he missed. Alright, you're good to go then. Oh! Oh, we're still considered in combat right now. Here we are. Okay, good. I clicked on the right thing. Hang on, what did I pick up? A 22... Presumably that's ammo for a weapon I simply don't have. Yep. Okay. Oh, here we go. Standard design from the time before the war, eh? Thank you. Sorry about the noise, boys. Oh, and we get rats. Cool. That takes care of that. Okay, so I'm gonna need yet more ropes, huh? Good to know. Well, at this point I'll need to go stop by everywhere in order to get the materials I need. Rude. Hopefully the monsters stay cleared, otherwise this could get troublesome after a while. Rude. Wow, that did me a decent amount. I think? Maybe I misread it. Either way. Hello. Whoever used this last did not flush? Oh boy. They may have had bigger prop fish to fry, to be fair. Anything useful in here? Oh, some more rope. Useful. And what looks to be some kind of armor, presumably. Leather jacket. Okay. That helps. That helps a decent amount, actually. Okay, we can keep exploring through here. Nice. I will happily take the opportunity to keep exploring. But there was another rat through here that we missed. Alright. Cool. I think that's everything as far as killables here, so best thing we can do is just to keep heading down, I suppose. Alright, so relatively straightforward thus far. What does our pip say as far as the time? 137 days left, huh? Alright, so... let's be off. Oh! And already there be rains. And I do not want to accidentally hit you, so I'm just going to move over here and let you take care of it. Nice. And then I threw myself right into the path of a pig. Alright. Oh wait, I'm unarmed right now. Right, because I swapped out my knife. I'm smart. Well, at least you took care of it for me. Wish I knew how healthy you were, though. Wish you were easier to tell, I should say. Oh boy, I should have equipped a gun. I guess while I wait for you to approach and bring about my destruction... although, actually, yeah, given the circumstances, busting out a gun I think is more important right now. You could take that out pretty handily. Then that guy approaches, probably gets a... oh, doesn't get a swing in at me. But you need to start dying. Oh, nice. Got more hits in than I expected. Cool. Alrighty. Oh, hey, Gray. How you doing? Sorry, I did hear you... well, I didn't hear you if you responded to me. I got an advertisement. Fair enough. Either way. Good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, a bit too far away. Can I end combat before they... oh, nope. He's coming to me. I guess that makes it easier as far as hitting you. Sup? Okay, that's gross overkill right now still, isn't it? Unless you're not dead. Okay. So, either way, how you doing? Dang it. Maybe I should have chosen the guy who's better at combat. I'm okay, thanks for asking. How are you? Doing okay. Been a busy few weeks, but holding up okay. Wow. At least you missed. And done. Okay. And you're gonna run up and deal with the rat. Okay. On deer? Yep. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, let's... well, I have a decent number of rounds. Actually, looking at my inventory, threw it off, because it looks like that took immediately. Get a little closer if you can. Then shoot at him. There we go. And then you're gonna run up. Whoa. That was quick. Nice. Very damaged and can't be repaired. Anything useful in here? Explosives, huh? That's gonna be fun. What else we got? What looks to be an Uzi, plus some more ammo. Nice. What is this? Okay, so an MP9. Let's see. Okay. So how does that compare to my current gun? As we'll try it out. So damage 5 to 12. So the damage is the same, but presumably it'll have a faster firing rate, right? Actually, not necessarily looking at that. Unless it... Well, I guess we'll have to see once we get into a fight. Let's keep looking around. Actually, this looks like it's more likely to be a dead end. Actually, hang on. Whoops. Oh, hang on. You know this to be the meeting room for the vault, where the emergency supply cabinet would be is buried under tons of rock. Okay, cool. That keeps things simple. Out of the ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary. Alright, cool. Let's keep looking. Although it doesn't look like there's any other floor in here, so... Am I not going to find the water chip I'm looking for through here? Vent damaged and can't be repaired. Support pillar. Well, using an SMG on a rat, and I still missed. This is what I get for taking the negotiating character. Alright, get the knife out. Alright, another support beam. Nothing out of the ordinary. And then more rats. We're gonna be here a while with all these rats, aren't we? Alright, get some distance. Oh, and there's another one that showed interest. Okay. Were you able to take that one out? Not quite. Alright, that's one. And there's two. Nice. Okay. Let's look around some more. And immediately get into a fight with the pig. It's gonna be like this for a while by the looks of it. And that's okay. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any obvious other floor. Oh, the rat also got triggered, huh? Of course. Nice. Good work. Alright, so what do we got here? So a bunch of broken computers. Bunch of non-functioning stuff in that direction as well. Oh, the rat took notice. Is there anything in here that is functional? I want the answer to that question. Cool. Alright, back to looking. Almost no fresh air is coming from this vent. But there is some fresh air coming from the vent. Almost no doesn't mean no. I wonder. And then we have all those over here. Alright, where's the pig? There's the pig. kind of surprised I haven't taken any damage in a while. I won't complain, but I am surprised. Hiya. Nice. Oh. You still in combat? Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay, you need to move. Thank you. Alright. More rats. Let's get through this. Hopefully without too much trouble. Alright, make sure to move a little bit so that he doesn't have trouble approaching the rats. Thank you. That certainly made that one quick. Perfect. If I were a water chip, where would I hide? Uh-oh. Seriously wounded by this attack. I better make sure that I do some hospital stuff on him. But then let's step over here so that... Okay, he used a stim pack on himself. That makes things simpler, I suppose. Cool. I guess at this point, the way that I keep party members alive is just feed them stim packs. Alright, let's keep moving forward. Alright, let's grab all these. What were those? Okay. Before Magnum. Okay. Alright, so where am I supposed to go then? Did I miss something on the way in? Because it doesn't seem like there's any more to this vault. Unless I'm supposed to pry open that vent somehow. Which is possible, I suppose. Alternatively, I wonder if there's... Would it be possible to get around some of the structural issues over here? Possibly? Well, it won't let me use the knife on that. What am I supposed to do? Oh, hello, Cheeto. You doing okay? You being a good boy? Better be. Let's see. There's something obvious I'm missing. What if I go run around over here? That may have something, actually. Let's get as close to it as we can. At that point, we'll try seeing if there's anything we can do with the pip. Let's see. Could we blow it open with dynamite? Lockpick? Repair. Cannot repair that. Hmm. Oops. Hmm. Science? I'm not getting any result when I use lockpick. Alright. I want to try using the dynamite on it. I don't know if I can, but I want to try. That does nothing? Did I lose the dynamite from doing that? No. Can I attack it with a grenade? Or blow it open? No, it looks like that's purely unrelated. Okay, very well. Where'd I put the gun? Where'd my guns go? There we are. What am I supposed to do with that? Because I think that is the direction I'm supposed to go. Am I? Okay, let's just make sure that I'm on the right path. So, what am I supposed... So... Okay, it looks like I am barking up the wrong tree. Given the circumstances. Let's see. So, actually, what does my quest say? Status. Oh, actually. That's the auto maps. Let's... trying to remember, where do I go for the quests? Can I? Let's see. So it doesn't look like there's too much of interest that way. So what am I supposed to do? Alright, so it looks like... Well, I guess we can look around a little bit longer and then head out to somewhere else. I guess we can stop by Shady Sands first. Again, just to have it as an excuse to go and talk with people. Then we can go and figure out where to go. Oh, that's what I used to switch. Okay, cool. Dumb question. Okay, so did it reload from my inventory? Yes, it did. Okay, cool. And then, okay. Oh, I see. That's the distinction. So I guess then, might not be a bad idea to have the knife at hand as well, just to be on the safe side. All right, cool. So it looks like at this point, there's not much more that we can get from here. Question is, where do we go from here? So if Vault 15 doesn't, well, I suppose it would have been too much to expect that Vault 15 would have it, huh? That would be way too simple. Way too simple. Can you let me up? Thank you. Alrighty. Let's see. So we've got, I think, the Raiders over there. And then we've got locations for Junktown and the hub. Okay, so they'll let me go directly into the vault. Well, directly in there now. Well, let's stop by Shady Sands real quick. Oh, random encounter? Some kind of bug by the looks of it. You encounter a dead traveler. A mantis. And there are some behind me as well. Well, not much I can do about that. So that mantis is presumably running away because we had hit it. Of course. Alright, so you're pursuing it since it took damage. Cool. That makes things simple for you. Oh shoot, they're actually hurting me. Pretty badly too. Damn. Alright, let's get some distance on this guy as well. Okay, that's starting to hurt. That's starting to seriously hurt. At least that guy missed. Please stop. Ow. Okay, we're fine. Phew, that's annoying. Good thing I wasn't alone out here. Anything on the Traveler? Take it all. May as well while I'm out here. Nothing happens. Lovely. Okay, so much for that. Should have just sold it. This. Spear. Actually, that's probably more useful to have on, given the circumstances. Alright, let's continue on to Shady Sands. Alright, back to the entrance. Okay, and then put that away so that I am unarmed. Hang on, did I miss something? Did I miss something? I'll look back at the footage later. Well, do you have any better equipment? Actually, given the circumstances, I should hand off one of these since I'm no longer using it. Oh wow, that's valuable. I should probably wait on that, shouldn't I? Is that worth? Maybe. Probably not, but we'll go with it anyway. We'll go heal real quick. Maybe someone in town will have more information on the person that we've been asked to rescue. Tandy is gone? I find this hard to believe, but maybe she ran away with Seth. I know that they have been eyeing each other lately. Ardesh was always a little bit of a prude. Perhaps it was too much for her finally. I don't think so. I think she was kidnapped. How awful. If that's the case, I hope she's not hurt. Who is looking for her? Almost everyone. I hope she is found before it's too late. Alright. Not much to be done about that one, I suppose. Ardesh. Have you tried to save her? Okay, who could have taken her?
It was found where my daughter was last seen.
I just realized that I had desktop audio muted the whole damn time. Crap! I'm a moron. Well, me being a moron aside, yeah, I'll check it out.
Talk to Seth. He knows much about these raiders. And Godspeed, Wanderer.
Alright, so that puts us on the trail for more. Let's apply first aid to myself real quick. And if I need more, I can go talk to the... Alright, so let's see what information we can get from Seth. Alright, who might know something about Tandy? Does anybody over at the gardens know anything? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's too much in here that we can glean. So be it. You actually moving? Thank you. Never mind as we run through your fields. Okay, so not too much here then. So it looks like our best bet is to go deal with those raiders then. Given the circumstances, so the raiders are the ones who will most likely know. I guess we'll stop by the healer first, just to be on the safe side. See what we can do about that. Afterward, we go hunting. Whoops. No, I don't want to be in combat right now. Not the time. Alright, rescue Tandy from the raiders. Well, that makes it more explicit. You gonna actually move? What, do you need a clear shot over here? Maybe it's distance-based. Most likely the reason, anyway. Well, most likely what's up, anyway. Alright, cool. Now that that's sorted. Cheaper than I would have gotten for a stim pack, I believe. So, are the I think I've already asked this, but the Brahmin is the name that they gave for... What's it called? For the cows. Is it just a particular species, or... What's this? Scout Handbook. Anything useful in it? A book on the methods and ideals of scouting. Very practical information regarding outdoor life. Okay. I have no idea how useful that'll be in the grand scheme of things, but... Well, nothing for it but to get out there, I suppose, now that I am uninjured. Off to the raider camp. Actually, before I do, let's stay at the entrance real quick. Let's make sure that I'm ready for what's about to happen. Because walking into raider territory is almost certainly going to invite curiosity, if nothing else. And let's make sure that I'm armed. I have more than one spear now. Actually, let's also make sure that you're well equipped. Here, have a spear. Let's see. Is there anything else worth giving you? And probably not for now. Okay, so. Alright, here we go. Let's see what kind of trouble we get ourselves up to. You gonna let me... So, who might you be? What do you want? I'm looking for a woman named Tandy. Seen her? Nah, I ain't seen her. Why are you asking? Just looking for a friend of mine. Ah, okay. She's gonna be inside that building. Very uncomfortable looking editing device, sometimes known as a couch. Greetings. I am Petrox. I am one of Garl's lead raiders. Who are you? I'm Albert. What do you do as a raider? As a raider, I get to travel to many parts of the wasteland. In my travels, I get supplies for the camp. What places have you been to? I've been to many places in the wastelands. The closest places that I've been to are Shady Sands and Junktown. Not much happens in those places, but they are always full of information and supplies. Tell me about Shady Sands. Shady Sands is a fertile community. They are happy to, share their bounty with us. What can you tell me about Junktown? Junktown is a little bit south of here. They have many good women. Oh boy. Alright. No barter, huh? There will be no bargain. I am Diana. How might I help you today? I'm looking for a woman named Tandy. Have you seen her? If she is one of those women from Shady Sands, maybe you should look there. I just work here. Alright, so nothing useful from there. Let's find out if I'm allowed to walk into here. Perhaps so. Alright, now this gets interesting. Leader of the Raiders, huh? What do you want? I've come in peace to negotiate the release of Tandy. Well then, what do you offer for her release? I will give you something of equal value. It must be valuable indeed. Okay, so I have to hand over a bunch of stuff, huh? Wait, that dynamite alone does it? Jeez. What's that? Well, I don't need this gun anymore. I don't know how useful that weaponry is comparatively speaking. I thought I had more than that. Unless I put a bunch on my ally, which is possible to be fair. Yeah, not quite enough, huh? I'm effectively just turning out my pockets a bunch, huh? Oh wow, just one of those stim packs? Alright, cool. I was able to resolve it diplomatically. Let's get out of here. Probably shouldn't have negotiated that, as that could end up backfiring in the long run, perhaps, but I guess we'll find out. You coming? Thank you. Shady Sands. Ooh, went up a level from that. Our entire town is grateful to you for the... Oh, no. Okay, so I guess you've gone back to normal dialogue now that that's sorted.
Hi. I was afraid that you were gone and I wasn't gonna get a chance to thank you for rescuing me. Oh, that was great! Action, adventure! Anyway, if there's anything that I can do for you, you just ask. Sure, I guess. I've never been out of here, so I don't know what help I can be. So, well, thank.
Alright, so same deal as before. Does the leader of Shady Sands have anything to say about this?
I will be forever in your debt for your courage and bravery, Wanderer. Here is your reward. Until we meet again, my friend. May the water you find in the desert not shine at you in the dark.
Alrighty. Whoa. I basically got back everything I gave up. Useful. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm curious. Where'd she go?
Hi. I was afraid that you were. I'm not that kind of girl, mister. Go find a Brahma or something.
Okay, fair enough. I'll just load real quick so that I don't have to worry about that. Oh yeah, right. Don't be armed in town. I'm dumb. Alrighty. Now that we've seen to that. Okay. Let's keep lingering at Shady Sands for a moment so I can take a look at the pip. 131 days. I wonder how... What to do? Let's see, should I go... encoding overloaded. Interesting. Was that because I'd alt-tabbed out briefly? Yeah, it's possible, I suppose. Still, now that I have that, let's see... Oh, actually, I should do my level up real quick. Oh, I'm getting a new feed of some stripe? This is a dialogue only, huh? Okay. What to go for? Well, makes sense to do that at an early level. May as well do that at an early level. Alright, so we've put the most that we can into that. Speech and barter are as far up as they can go. Oh, actually, they can go further. Oh, they can go above 100? Interesting. Alrighty then. May as well make the most of that, right? And then... Well, melee weapons have been helpful. Should probably bulk this up first. Alright, we'll go with that. That'll do. Is there anything else worth mentioning before... Actually, that would be a decent stopping point, wouldn't it? You know what? Actually, yes, this is a decent stopping point because... Would it be worth... Well, Actually, yeah, this would be a decent stopping point because then I can spend a bit of time offline, figure out how much time I need... Well, figure out if there's anything else I may have missed at Vault 15. Well, 'Cause then I can go and do a save real quick and figure out if there's anything important over at Vault 15. Although, is this... Actually, you know what? I'm curious. Is this water quest going to be the driving force behind everything? Yeah, it looks like there's... Yeah, it looks like... I'm assuming that this is the main quest, based on what I'm seeing. Best not to look any further on that count. Either way, I guess we'll go ahead and call it here, actually, because I think this actually is a good place to stop. Yeah, we'll call it here. So, I guess then... Yeah, no sense dragging it out needlessly. I feel like that's a good stopping point. So, and this is a game that I think is best handled in more controlled bursts. So, we'll go ahead and just slowly whittle away at it. So, speaking of which, next week I'm thinking of doing a react stream just to try and do something a little different. As it's been a long time since we've done one of those, and there's plenty in the backlog that I need to see to for that. So, what I'm thinking is we maybe do one of those, and then maybe do 2 Fallout streams and then a react night until we're caught up with everything. I'm not committed to that just yet. I'll need to mull over specifics, but I think that may end up being where I end up going for that, just to make sure that there's some variety here. At least until I can have a dedicated night for something special. But till then, I do want to make sure that I'm spending ample time seeing to the reaction backlog as well as this game. And honestly, I'm curious to see where this ends up because it seems that, well, 20 days have already passed. If this is the main quest that I need to worry about, wonder how it'll end up turning out in the long run. Hard to say, because presumably there's, well, with there being an explicit time limit, I do wonder, presumably it's possible to outright fail the game, but, wonder what I would do if I did get to that point. Either way, whatever the case may be, we'll figure it out. For now then, we carry on. And I guess next time we jump in, I guess we can go explore some of the other places, see what we find, and hopefully it ends up being interesting.